Greetings and salutations out there, Vols fans. Tennessee did what they needed to do against UTEP. They got the win, and we're moving on. It is Florida week coming up. But let's break down the game real quick because, again, it's still quality of opponent is one of the things you have to consider with so much of this. UTEP rated the worst team in the Football Bowl subdivision, so you have that you have to think about with coming through with all this. But if you look at how Tennessee played, the defense, obviously with a shutout, played great. I thought that UTEP did nothing but punt. The only kickoff they had was the one to open the game. That was it. They did not kick off again, which I thought was very enjoyable. Smokey enjoyed that. I know, though, you didn't enjoy what I kept saying the whole time was that they needed to come out fast. And again, these sluggish starts, again, against West Virginia, definitely bit us. They didn't bite us, of course, against ETSU and UTEP, but they're not good teams at all. These sluggish starts are going to come bite us in this just gauntlet that we've got with Florida, Georgia, Auburn, Alabama, and South Carolina in the next 6 weeks. These 5 games are just, it's going to be a tough sledding. I know, Smokey, you're not in a good mood about that one. I know we got to battle through it. You know we'll battle through it. We'll see how we come out. I don't know how well we're going to do, but again, I liked the shutout. I liked how the defense played. UTEP had a very mobile quarterback. He was, I believe, the Junior College Player of the Year last year. So the fact that we kind of bottled him up and just did not let him do anything much. I mean, they got a couple of drives with some first downs, but they held them down. Tennessee did great defending third down. Did not do well, though, on offense. The sluggish starts, again, frustrating. The third downs really bothered me, too. I mean, we can talk about the mistakes as well. I'll get to that in a sec. But the third down, some of the play calling on the third down I didn't like. I know it seemed like a fair amount of the pass plays we had on third downs just did not get to the sticks, which you kind of need to do, or at least be past the sticks. So, again, it depends on a lot of the play calling. I just didn't like how some of that was going, which I thought was frustrating. And I know, Smokey, watching from the stadium, you were frustrated about that too. So I know that was tough to do. And then, again, the offensive line play not crisp. We just, running the ball up the middle, we have not done well with at all. The interior line is not great, but the toss sweeps were very effective. Chandler had a great toss sweep for that touchdown on that 81-yard run. The longest run we've had in 12 years. That's a lot. I figured one of these great running backs, Kamara, or especially Kamara, I thought he had one, but I was wrong on that, or maybe Dobbs had broken for one, but that did not happen. So, but the wide receivers I thought played very, very well for when they had it, and Wood Anderson I think again is going to be a great quarterback or tight end for Tennessee. So I liked all of that. And again, I want to know what you guys think. As always, make sure to comment below. Let me know what you think, and like, subscribe, all those cool things. My name is Michael Shibley, the host of the Modern Day Gladiators podcast on the Stage Diver Radio Network. So check us out here on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube as well. And, of course, you can listen to the podcast wherever all great podcasts are hosted. Apple Podcasts, Google Play, TuneIn, and Stitcher. Check them all out if you get a chance. Smokey listens to all the stuff on Stage Diver, right? Do you have a favorite show besides mine? Don't say mine. You got other ones? What do you got here? You like Haffle? Excellent. I mean, that's not a family-friendly show, but you still like good. I'm glad, Smokey, you enjoy some of those cool shows. So anyway, back to the game. Some of the mistakes, I hope Tennessee just got that out of their system. I hope this was an outlier when it comes to that, because when you look at how some of these the games had gone, Tennessee hadn't made any turnovers in the first 2 games and really been very good on penalties in those games as well. So the fact that we had a lot of penalties, and then we had the 2, especially one, killed a drive. Tennessee should have won this game probably about 38-0, really, instead of the 24-0 that it ended up being. I mean, Tennessee should have gotten a touchdown on the drive that they got the field goal, but they had the chop block penalty, which just sent them all the way back. The fumble that Banks had, again, tough. Freshman is always going to try and make some sort of impact like that, but again, you can't try and stretch the ball out over the goal line on a 1st and goal like that. You got other opportunities. 4th and goal, sure, give it a shot. Or if the game's really on the line, give it a shot, but not in a situation like that. And then the muff punt, which was kind of upsetting. Callaway usually has better hands than that. So these things, hopefully, again, this is an outlier because, again, we've got the Gators coming into Knoxville coming in next Saturday. Primetime game, 7:30. It's going to be a great atmosphere, and I hope the Tennessee fans are able to come out and be loud and ready for that one. I hope the team shows up. We'll preview, of course, that coming up on the Modern Day Gladiators podcast, and, of course, I'll break that down when I make my picks next Friday. But, again, I really liked how the defense played. Our special teams, I thought, has been very solid up and down, so we've gotten great there. The offense, just the struggles of getting the game going. If we could just get the game going to start and start quickly and not be so sluggish, that would be great. And again, the quality of the opponent, Tennessee not getting up for the game, the fact that it's a noon kickoff, that stuff had some sort of factor. That is not an excuse by any means. And again, UTEP, not a good team at all. So these are things you got to work on because, again, Florida's in here next week, and then it's Georgia, it's Auburn, it's Alabama, and it's South Carolina. This is not a good stretch. So we got to get these kinks out, and we'll see where it goes from there. Again, and I just don't know, and I don't think anybody really with any type of brain and prognosis really knows how this team is going to be. We saw the West Virginia game, which is the quality opponent that we've gotten so far. And I know, Smokey, I know you've been there and witnessed it all from the sidelines, but really, based on ETSU and UTEP, we don't know how much this has gotten fixed. We'll just kind of have to see. The Florida game will be a big indicator of how the rest of the season is going to go. But I'm glad Tennessee got the win. Obviously, this is a win we got to have if we want to get bowl eligible. You got to win these games and hopefully pick off some in the SEC as the season goes along. But until then, I'm Michael Shibley. I appreciate you guys listening. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment. I want to hear from you, everything like that. But for Smokey, I'm Michael Shibley. Too sweet. Go Vols. Go Big Orange. I will see you next time here. Thank you. See ya. Bye.